The night the spirits first spoke to me, the sky was bleeding with thunder. I remember every detail of that storm because it felt as though the heavens themselves were angry with the earth. The wind howled through our village like starving wolves, rattling the weak bamboo walls of our tiny hut. Rain crashed against the roof so hard I thought it would tear away and disappear into the darkness. I sat close to the fire with my mother, Mama Sira, watching the flames struggle to stay alive. "We are out of firewood," she muttered quietly, rubbing her tired hands together. "If the rain continues till morning, we will have nothing left to cook with." I looked at the almost dead fire. The wood beneath it crackled weakly like old bones breaking. "I can go to the forest," I said. Her eyes lifted sharply. "No," her answer came too quickly. Outside, thunder exploded across the sky, shaking the hut violently. "Mama, it's just the edge of the forest," I whispered. "I'll be fast." She stared at me for a long moment. I could see fear moving behind her eyes, the kind of fear adults try to hide from children. "Nobody enters that forest at night," she finally said. I forced a smile. "The spirits won't bother a poor boy like me." The moment those words left my mouth, the fire suddenly went out. Not slowly, not naturally. 1 second the flames danced, the next second, darkness. A cold chill crawled across my skin. Mama Sira immediately grabbed the wooden charm hanging around her neck and began whispering prayers under her breath. The storm outside grew louder. Then came the sound. 3 knocks. Cock, cock, cock. Not on the door, from beneath the floor. I froze. Mama Sira froze too. The knocking came again. Slow, heavy, deliberate. Cock, cock, cock. My heart began pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. "Mama," I whispered. "Do not answer it," she said quickly. Her voice trembled. Whatever was beneath the hut knocked one final time, then silence swallowed everything. Even the storm seemed to pause. A terrible feeling settled over me, like invisible eyes were watching from the dark. Then, suddenly, the rain exploded harder than before. Mama Sira lit a small lantern with shaking hands. "Go," she said softly, "before the storm gets worse." I hesitated. "You said not to enter the forest." I said don't go deep into it. The lantern light flickered across her worried face. "And Kofi," I added quietly. "Yes? If you hear anyone calling your name out there," she swallowed hard, "do not answer." The rain slapped against my skin the moment I stepped outside. The village was almost invisible beneath the storm. Mud huts stood like dark shadows beneath flashes of lightning. Palm trees bent violently in the wind. I pulled my ragged cloth tighter around my shoulders and hurried toward the forest path. Most people feared the forest because of the old stories. They said spirits walked there at night. They said dead ancestors whispered from the trees. They said those who answered the voices never returned whole. But poverty can make fear feel small, and hunger can make even cursed places seem welcoming. The deeper I walked, the quieter the world became. That was the first strange thing. The storm sounds faded behind me. No crickets, no frogs, no birds, just silence, a terrible silence. Then I saw it. The tree, ancient, massive, its twisted roots rose from the earth like giant black snakes. Its trunk was wider than 3 grown men standing together. Strange white markings covered the bark. The villagers called it the listening tree. Nobody touched it, nobody went near it. Lightning flashed above me. For a brief second I thought I saw faces moving inside the bark. I stumbled backward. The lantern flickered wildly. Then the wind died completely. Everything became still. Too still. And that was when I heard it. "Kofi?" The voice was low, weak, like dry leaves scraping together. My blood turned to ice. I turned around quickly. Nobody. Another lightning flash split the sky. Kofi? This time the voice came from beneath the tree. My breathing stopped. The lantern shook violently in my hand. I wanted to run. Every part of my body screamed at me to run. But something held me there. Something invisible. Something ancient. Then the ground beneath the roots began to move, slowly, softly, like fingers digging upward through wet soil. I stared in horror as muddy earth shifted beneath the giant roots, and then a human hand emerged from the ground, rotten, grey, dead. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. The hand twitched once, then a voice whispered directly beside my ear. "Finally, you can hear us." The lantern went out, and the darkness breathed around me.